Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 3 of this Let's Play Prussia, an army with a state. In the previous episode, we continued our maneuverings for German domination, really. The Holy Roman Empire is still looking relatively strong. Austria is still the emperor. We are still an elector. Nothing really has changed there. We did try to intercede on behalf of it was Württemberg, who are in fact back again. How'd they come back? Wait, you're with the Ottomans? Albania, Ragusa, and Württemberg. That's a really poor choice of alliances there, Württemberg. But anyway, who was it? It was Baden declared war on Württemberg. Württemberg hired our armies as Condottieri. We actually beat off all the enemy armies, but they had already occupied Württemberg, which gave them the victory. We then started some shenanigans over here. Limburg is a vassal. Saxe-Lauenburg is under a personal union. We were then looking at Pomerania when Poland said, hey, we'd like to hire you as Condottieri. So we are currently in the employ of Poland over here in the Teutonic Order. I'm rather hoping that this is improving our relations with Poland. And the reason for that is Poland is currently allied with Bohemia, Bohemia being our rival. So currently we are trying to raise relations with Bohemia, but I don't think that's going to be very successful. What is going to be far more successful is if we improve relations with Poland. And the reason for that is if we make friends with Poland and Bohemia declares war on us, then there's a chance, a pretty good chance, that Poland will say no, they're not interested in joining us. Then we'd just be fighting against against Bohemia, rather than Poland and Lithuania, Lithuania being their vassal. No, personal union. And I would rather have that state of affairs. So once we need a diplomat back again, we'll pull the guy out of Bohemia and do something else with him. So we're just leaving him there in Bohemia for the time being, just to see if we can boost relations a little bit, to give them some penalties to declaring war, make them less likely to. Yeah, that's how things are looking right now. We are still kind of wrangling for a war against Pomerania over here. And as part of that, I just remember there is a thing that we need to do, and that is declare what territories we want. We want those three. In fact, those two as well. So that's basically signaling to any allies that we have in a war, we want this territory. I'm not going to say anything else just yet. We don't want to piss off Saxony. We don't want to piss off Bohemia. But there's stuff up here that is very much in our sphere of influence, except maybe for Stolp. No, you don't want Stolp. That's fine. Okay. And you're saying you want Silesia. Okay. For now. Eventually we will need to deal with Poland, but we are in no shape to do that right now. We are way too small. We are still small fry, despite the fact that we have expanded a tiny bit. I mean, I think our short to mid-term objective would actually try and become emperor and use the finances and manpower, or troops, the force limit and manpower actually, granted by that. Oh man, that's even more build cost. Man, my build costs are up like 30% now. So, rewinding a bit, this is the trait system which I talked about in the last episode. We've just got our second one, so that is obsessive perfectionist. An AI ruler with obsessive perfectionist would try to avoid ugly map borders. Is that even possible for the AI? What would an AI consider ugly? You don't know. Artificial intelligence, man. It's mind-boggling just how they would think about such things. Ones and zeros and all that. So while we're over here dealing with the Teutons, you are off fighting Livonia. We're kind of waiting to see if the Danes appear at any point, but right now it doesn't look like it, although Livonia is in fact attacking us with the Teuton army. I'm not sure I want to stick around. When do they arrive? 17th of October. That's in 2 days. So if I made a run for it, which I can only go this way, I would arrive way too late. So I think we're about to lose a battle here. So we do have a pretty good army. We do have Wallachia on their way as well. But I don't think we can hold the line. Although Lithuania is on their way as well. I mean, we're doing a bit of damage. We're very evenly matched. We have terrain disadvantage because we're defending a castle, which means that they get the defensive bonus. I'm just going to pull back. I'm not going to fight this. I don't want to waste manpower. There's no point. And we'll basically just let Poland and Lithuania actually fight that battle for them, for me. Well, it's their own war. Okay, so they have done a bit of a return there. Can I actually see what my oh, hang on. Can I see what my contribution is? I want to know if they're happy with what I'm doing or not. Is there a way of seeing that? Conditional military access. What the hell is conditional military access? Brandenburg gives access to Lithuanian war ally Poland. Oh, I see. Right. Yes, if anyone in the war has military access, then everyone in the war has military access. That has been there for a while, but I hadn't seen it noted like that before. Can I not see how my Condottieri are? No, that's Lithuania. Wrong people. Here we go. Has hired Condottieri from Brandenburg, but it's not going to tell me how it thinks I'm doing. Which is annoying, because I want to do the minimum. Oh, and here comes Denmark. Oh, they're leaving again. Right, we're going to go this way. Through Poland. We don't want them to engage us. We're still quite weak. In fact, we may just follow the Polish armies around and just help them engage when they do. So we may just kind of follow them. They can't take our territory. They can only fight our armies. That's how Condottieri work. It's quite nice that it tells you when you can hire out. I mean, we are making money out of this, aren't we? Right now we're losing, but that's because we're getting the reinforcements. That stinks. I'm just going to try and pick off some of these side areas. Are you guys chasing them down? Not really. I'll just sit here. We'll try and use our allies to see further. I mean, we'll siege this down. But like I said, I don't want to lose too much manpower. Otherwise that's going to cripple us for our own expansion. And we want to go over there, for example. We do have a lot of troops around here now, though. We'll try Königsberg again. We know the Teutonic army is over there, and it was the Teutons who did the damage. Oh, we don't have enough to siege? No, we don't. We need 9,000 probably. We might be able to take Memel. Depending on what level fort they have. It is, yes, we can take Memel. We'll sit here and siege Memel then. They're having to deal with some rebels. There's the Teutonic army. They are moving towards us, which I don't like. Everyone is moving away. So I think I will too. I don't want to fight them on my own. No, 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 no. Not going to happen. Poland have cancelled their military access. Why? It hasn't. I don't know. Hasn't affected me. I'm not exiled or anything like that. They have a really big army going this way. We'll see if we can join their really big fight. Oh, here we go. It looks like there's going to be a big showdown over here. I don't want to miss this. Because this is an opportunity to kind of prove my loyalty to my employers. Go, 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 before they leave. Oh, they left. Can I chase them down? Might be able to. I'm not sure how far they'll be able to run. We are pretty quick. We have a good, maneuverability guy. But I'm a little bit worried that they're just ganging up. So I think we'll just go back over here and start sieging down some provinces again. I don't want them ganging up against me. Because that would be bad. I'll get my arse handed to me once again. Ah, technology, military technology. This would be very helpful. Yes, I want to do this before our penalty goes too big. Because we have not embraced Renaissance. And in fact, you can only see just how much it's affecting you here. So this is something they really should change, I think, in upcoming patches. It shows you the ahead penalty over here. Currently we have the -5. And you think, okay, -5 is not too bad. Except it adds the Renaissance not embraced +1 here. So that's really what you want to check, not here. This is no longer really truthful. Anyway, we have got the next level thingy, so we have more morale and more military tactics. So our army should be quite significantly better than anyone who has not embraced that, which is everyone we are fighting right now, which is good. And this also basically means, because the Renaissance will be ticking up, from this point on we basically want to spend the manpower on improving provinces rather than technology until we get the Renaissance at least. Livonia has peaced out. That just leaves the Teutons and Denmark. Let's start sieging Königsberg again, because we know the enemy armies are over here right now. So they should be more or less safe. Plus we have lots of friendly armies sitting around as well. Oh, hello. Mazovia, yes. Moldova, yes, because we're both in this war alongside us. At least until the end of this war. So if you do know where you can see how you're performing Condottieri-wise, let me know in the comments, because I'm sure there must be a way of seeing that. But I wouldn't know how or where. In here? Yep, don't know. Right, any armies coming through yet? I mean, these guys are more dangerous than I am. Or are in more danger than I am, rather. It'd be kind of nice to see what the war score is. Plus 21 for us. I mean, do I really want to help Poland take out the Teutons? Are the Teutons my rival? Pretty sure they are my rival. Yes. So I think I should get some power projection for this. In fact, do I get power projection just for being in a war against my rival? Sorry, as Condottieri against my rival. Apparently not, which is a bit weird. Okay, Bohemia has been fully improved. I think we kind of like to fabricate on these guys. So we're going to build a spy network on Mecklenburg just so we can get claims on their territory, so we suffer less of an AE penalty when we do go after them. Bit of free manpower. Excellent. Deploy tech. Yes, we will do this while we can, while it's still relatively cheap. It's only 2% right now. So I think this is worth doing. And we get the trade efficiency and yearly corruption bonus as well. Excellent. We're not going to build anything. And we're making money again. Right, because we're not actually... Haha, this is actually really good. So because we have been in the employ of Poland for over a year, they basically pay you an upfront cost and then you pay for your army yourself. Now, however, they should be paying us more than our army maintenance because we are beyond that year, or maybe it's 6 months. Anyway, there is an advance, at which point they don't pay you the maintenance, and after that they do pay the maintenance, plus whatever premium they're paying. And they are paying us a premium. So our armies are making us money right now, which is lovely. Can I raise any more? I can raise more. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to raise 2 more. Except I don't have the manpower for it. I'll leave it for now. We can always come back to it. We can get some more cavalry even. There we go. Teutonic Order will cede Culm and Ostrow to Poland. Teutonic Order will pay 18 ducats. So they only took 2 provinces. Let's head home. Poland relations. Not really improved. Poland's cancelled our Condottieri arrangement. That's fine. Poland's friendly. Oh, hello, hello, hello. They would lie. We can get an alliance with Poland. This is amazing. Alright. You. Head home for a minute. You. Alliance, Poland. Yes, please. Boom. That was an extremely, extremely good relationship to have. Poland is like super strong right now, especially if they form the Commonwealth. And this is a very nice counter to Bohemia and Austria's power. Like, I probably won't call Poland into wars of my own, but I certainly want them there as a defensive partner. Like, that is amazing. Alright, let's continue building a spy network over here. In fact, Poland may call us into wars in the future, which would be okay for us, because that would build favours. Favours are good. Okay, that is a really good thing. I am so happy about that. They definitely not get a bonus for the Condottieri. No. We are still improving relations though, and we already have 158. You know what, can we get a royal marriage with you? Yeah, we can. Let's send you back again. Let's get a royal marriage. Improve our relations even more and get some dynastic connections going. Marvelous. Okay, good stuff. Let's get back to the building spy network over here. Do we have relation with everyone? In fact, I should reduce my army maintenance once again, now that we are no longer getting fighting. Diplomacy. Who do we have a royal marriage with? That one. Poland, Brunswick. We do not currently have one with Saxe-Lauenburg, which we could do. Oh, apparently we can't. With the vassal, however, we can. Let's send you home for a second. Let's do that. And then we'll send you back over here to continue building the spy network. There we go. That should be even more yearly legitimacy and more stuff. We did not get any power projection for being Condottieri against our rival, nor for the fact that our rival lost land. That is unfortunate. Right, so let's have a look at development. Sort you by cost. So Neumark would be the best place to raise infantry. Burghers lose 10 influence. Speaking of influence, we should take a look over here to see if we can get some more diplomatic support. We can, however, cost them a bit of loyalty for some money. Yeah, go for it. And over here, we still cannot get admin support because their influence is still far too low. And will continue to be a bit low. We don't want to raise any of this stuff though. That's fine. When can we do this next? 64. Not for another 11 years. Long time. Long, long time. Mecklenburg's building armies. They have 15,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Wait, no, 20,000. No. 14, 16,000. Yay, maths. I can't do it. So we actually have exactly the same number of troops right now. It's just that my troops are probably quite a bit better than theirs. Have they gone up in tech yet? They have not. So this would actually still be a relatively good time to go after them, especially now we have the alliance with Poland. They'd be less concerned about our warmongering habits. They tell us of House of the Avis ends the War of the Roses. War of the Roses finally comes to an end. The Yorkists and Lancastrians are now a thing of the past. England loses stability, loses 50 prestige. Lancashire and Yorkshire both get rebellious people. So this was like the third way outcome, I guess. East Frisia, Mecklenburg, Verden, Pomerania and Verden. I don't think I have a CB against them. Oh, I do. I could take Wismar for both Saxe-Lauenburg or Lumberg, which would reduce quite significantly the amount of AE I take for that. No, I still want to take these provinces because we have claims against them. 1, 2, 3 claims against them right now. Like we could just get another claim against... No. How much do we need for a claim? 20. So we'll wait until we have 20. I mean, this is allowing our manpower to tick up a little bit more. You know what? I think we are going to invest in some more knights. It's expensive. We might not actually be able to afford this very well, but I want the extra oomph. And do I want to do development? Right now there's a boatload of autonomy in Neumark, so that wouldn't actually be the best place to do it. All of our provinces are relatively cheap. Oh right, and you can build up your vassals. Oh, we're losing a bit because of corruption, or is that them losing? No, that's us. Oh wait, we can build up the amount that we have and just go on a bit of a spending spree. How's the Renaissance doing? Let's take a look at that, shall we? Renaissance. It is still only in Mantua. Nowhere else has embraced it yet. It's really not growing that fast. I mean, some places like Venice seems to be pretty close. Burgundy wants Condottieri. Who is Burgundy fighting? Provence, Lorraine, Aragon, Naples, Savoy, and Montferrat. And who are they fighting? Burgundy, Nevers, Brabant, Flanders, Holland, Brittany. I think I'm going to stay out of that one. Admin tech. Yes, I'm going to do that while I can afford it. Alright, and now we are losing money. But that's okay. We have a pretty big army. We have a bit of money. And we can absorb money. Absorb money from those guys. I mean, I'm sure they'll pay us for the honour of being at war with the mighty Brandenburg. Because that's totally the way it works. Oh, come on. Oh, we can get our claim against these guys. Fabricate claim. What do we want? Do we want Rostock or Wismar? What's worth more? 6, 10. We want Rostock. Probably. Fabricate claim. Rostock. Oh, it's our capital. Oh, you know what? We'll go for Wismar. It'll cost less overall. Now, going to war with you would bring in East Frisia and Verden. Verden, who do have another 7,000. East Frisia, who probably have something similar. And you're only with Pomerania and Verden. I mean, we would be outnumbered regardless of how we do this. I think we need to start raising morale and then getting ready for a war. This is expensive, but we can raise corruption more and make more money. And that's not the answer to everything, but we kind of want to beat these armies one at a time. We can get a bit of a loan in the meantime, but we don't want to take too much territory. The question is, do we want to go after the smaller alliance for less territory or the bigger alliance for more? I mean, part of the question is, how good is our army compared to theirs? Have they gone up yet? No, they have not. Neither have they. So we are quite significantly stronger militarily than they are right now, and they are spread out. You know what? I think we're going to go for the big guy. We don't have any manpower, though. That is a point. I mean, we could always try and pinch some territory from them. Make them a co-belligerent. We could make Mecklenburg a co-belligerent, which would allow us to take more territory, because they're allied with the same people, which is kind of stupid. I mean, the only one that a war where these guys would bring in is Verden. I do need more manpower, but that's going to take 10 years to build up. Minus a bit. Probably about 8 years. Still a long time. I mean, that is the downside for renting your armies out as Condottieri. You know what? With Brandenburg, patience is actually a virtue. You don't want to explode too soon. We'll just go and sit in Brandenburg, we'll turn the speed up a bit and recover some manpower. Maybe some other opportunities will present themselves. We'll see. But we need manpower. We definitely need more manpower. Magdeburg's building a spy network. Actually, how long do we have until our claims disappear? 73. 73. Oh, we got loads of time. We could probably attack in like 6 years and we'll have plenty more manpower. And we are actually making a little bit of money right now. And we could actually raise our development to try and get a bit more. So I think we will raise in each of these. Something like that. We could do production efficiency as well. Probably want to do it in the cloth or the metal region. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.3, 0.5. So it doesn't really matter, so we may as well do it where it's cheaper. Corruption. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history has this been more prominent than in the times of feudal regimes. We can try and eradicate the problem for 1 stability, gain 1 corruption, or lose 25 admin power, and this is available because we are incorruptible. Let our Prince Elector replace certain high-ranking officials. You know what? That sounds good to me. Do it. And we can get another military. Yeah, that's giving us loads more maximum manpower. And increases the loyalty of the nobility, so it must be a nobility territory. That's why it's giving us so much manpower, in fact. That's okay. 16,000 max. Doesn't increase our, well, hasn't increased our force limits at all. Nuremberg is finally starting to build some troops, which is lovely. Well, they have been already, but it's good to know. Good to see. Poland's off doing... Oh, Tver were actually quite big. Poland's just taking even more land, but that's going to put them at odds with Muscovy. Although it looks like Muscovy's taking a bit of a beating. Novgorod's announced Poland's arrival. That's brave. Don't make too many enemies, Novgorod. It's not good for you. I can tell you this one from experience. We have a free diplomat. We should be doing something with him. We don't really have any free diplo slots because well, in fact we don't. Right, because of our alliance with Poland. Poland, Brunswick, Saxe-Lauenburg, Limburg. I mean, we're not in danger of being attacked by anyone. That is the benefit of Poland right now. So let's have a look in the HRE. Austria would actually lose their position. So it's really a question of who do I want to be more, Hesse or Palatinate? Probably the Palatinate, they're smaller. Actually, Hesse are pretty small. Hesse are closer. Now we'll give it to the Palatinate, so I'm going to vote for the Palatinate. There we are. And that's basically guaranteed there. Oh no, it's 3-all. This might actually mean that Austria keeps it. I can't change it again for a year. I hadn't realised that Trier was voting for Hesse. That's 3-all, so yeah, if there's a tie then the current emperor keeps the position. So I'm keeping Austria in power right now, which I don't like. I want Austria to be weakened. Magdeburg is claiming our territory, but they are trade cities, which is not a good thing. You are allied with Anhalt, Brunswick and Würzburg. It's not impossible to overcome, but it would be painful. And we're allied with Brunswick, who's currently fighting Trier and Hesse. They're not calling us in. 3,000 manpower. So I think we'll probably go to the end of this episode. Get as much manpower as possible, then hopefully in the next one we'll be in a position to attack. Right, we could fabricate another claim here. Rostock. Might as well build the spy network over there and take this one away. Only 2 people are rivaling me. Saxony has not. I don't want to rival any of those. Oh, actually, Bohemia wouldn't be a bad choice. Mutual rivalry. We'll leave it for now. Still making a bit of money, which is nice. Oh, it was paused. My bad. Oh, I really want to go after these guys before they go up in tech. We do have a definite advantage right now. Okay, they've gone up. They haven't. If we take them out one at a time, we stand a good chance. No, I'm not going to give my troops to Trier. I mean, I probably won't need that much manpower. It really depends how much stronger my armies are compared to theirs, and whether I have a better general. Which I probably do. I mean, this guy isn't bad. He's not great, but he's not bad. Can I make my ruler a general? What kind of general would you be? With your 2 military, not a great one. But I'm going to assume that I have spare heirs. Let's make them both generals just to see what we can get. No shock, that's what we are after. We can get one more general. Would it be worth 51? No. Electress Catherine has just died. Hungary is hiring troops from Austria. Who's Hungary fighting? Oh, the Ottomans. The Ottomans are being quite aggressive. going west rather than east. End of the Castilian Civil War brings them closer to Portugal. Huh. That's an event I'd not seen before, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, with that, that will be the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that this one was a bit of a slower one. Like I said, as a Germanic miner, you do have to kind of keep it slow. The game is long, you have time. And the longer you wait, the stronger Brandenburg gets as you go through your ideas. I mean, right now we are probably at the weakest that we will be, at least until we hit here. Once we got that, then we can really explode. But we also want to secure more territory while we're doing that so we can build it up. It's a bit of a balancing act, but patience is very often rewarded, particularly because you're not building up AE. Anyway, that is it. So thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing as well. If you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.